How many of you remember the show Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde? Now, how can you forget that if you've ever seen it? Now, it is old. It's even older than me. 1886, Robert Louis Stevenson created this book, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, about a fictional character. And it goes like this. Dr. Jekyll, who was a scientist and a doctor, believed that there was two personalities, or two people living within one person, a good and a bad person. And he was so obsessed with this, he created a formula to separate them two. And he tried it on himself, and it worked, although it worked too well. And Mr. Hyde took over. Mr. Hyde was the bad personality, and he soon took over. Didn't even need the serum anymore. He just took over when Dr. Jekyll was really stressed or under some type of moral pressure. Here's the story today. I believe we have Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde coming into work every single day, especially Mondays. And it is an American story. The problem is it's not fictional anymore. It is a reality show at work every day. We have the Dr. Jekylls, which is a small group of people, and they're coming in and they're following their purpose and their passion. They are excited, they're bringing energy. This group of people is on time, and here is a fact. This small group of people is producing 80% of the results. Did you hear that? They're producing 80% of the results at your company and in our country. 80%, this small group of people. They're the Dr. Jekylls. Now there's also the Mr. Hydes. It's a larger group of people. And these people are producing 80% of the problems, of the drama, of the office politics. They are never on time. And you never know what you're going to get from them. They're avoiding work at all costs. They're kind of frustrated. They're driven by their bitterness. They're a little bit lazy, undisciplined. These people, you can find them huddled around, herding together at the coffee pot break room or water cooler, and they make the sound of the wild. And it goes like this. It's complaining, blaming, whining, gossiping, and rationalizations. They drag their rear end, leaving butt marks everywhere they go because they're entitled and they feel like a job is an interruption in their life and the main reason why they're not happy. Those are the Mr. Hydes. And remember, they're creating 80% of the problems in your company right now. 80% of the challenges is coming from this group of people. Now, there is a third group. And this group, I believe, is the most dangerous because you never know what you're going to get. It's a very small group, and they're the ones that can't decide day to day who they're going to be. One day they're the Dr. Jekylls, and they're lighting the world on fire. They're denting the universe. And the next day they come in, they're Mr. Hyde, and they are destroying everything they did the day before. And everyone's walking on eggshells. We don't know what's going to happen. Let's roll the dice today and see. Is Ed going to be Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde today? You have a decision. Each one of us, like Dr. Jekyll believed, has the capabilities within us, the resources within us to be the Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. Depends who you're feeding. It depends who you're hanging around. You better check yourself, and you better decide every single day to become and be Dr. Jekyll, because if you'll do, you'll just transform and manifest without any challenges or any decisions. But if you don't, like Dr. Jekyll found out, you're soon going to just manifest Mr. Hyde all the time. He's just going to come out. He's going to be that base nature that will show up every day. My name is Ed Carcarey, and I love to connect with you. You can find me on LinkedIn under Ed Carcarey or on my website, edcarcarey.com. Find your passion. You'll find your life.